ado, I am going to kick this Zoom off. I'd like to welcome everyone here this evening to our Mindset Monday and Business Building Tips Zoom. I have an amazing guest this evening. You're going to hear from her in a minute. What I love about this business is we have many leaders throughout our organization here and our community here in the Happy Co. And many times you don't hear from them because they're leading their teams from the front. But I just want you to hear from Lori this evening because she's been a consistent leader with our company. She's getting ready to celebrate her 5th year anniversary coming up here August the 6th. And she, month in and month out, if I had to look up the word consistency in the dictionary, we would see a picture of Lori right there in the dictionary because she is as consistent as they come. And what I like to do before I introduce you to Lori, I like to shout out all of you that are having an amazing month. You know, we have our Max Coffee back in. The Max Caps are it should be shipping out or should be arriving tomorrow. It should be shipping out by Wednesday. So the back orders have been cleaned up. You know, the company has taken care of all of our brand partners with providing them with the volume and the missed income from their customers if they had any canceled orders. So we can give our company, they're always looking out for us and have our back for doing that. And we're also providing our customers with 1,500 loyalty points that were also had orders canceled. So we're taking care of our brand partners and taking care of our incredible loyal customers. So ladies and gentlemen, give the company some love in the chats. You know, no one's perfect, but we always push through all of our challenges and the company makes it right with the brand partners and makes it right with the customers. I love this company. I love this community. And what I'm going to do now is shout out our amazing leaders for the leaderboard so far this month. I mean, we're only the 12th. And we have the amazing Jessica Strickland and #1 so far with customers with the tie with Team Elevated. We have Stacy Mayo in 3rd place. And this is all neck and neck, ladies and gentlemen. These separating 1st through 5 is only 1 customer. Believe it that. We have Stacy Mayo. Congratulations, Stacy. We have the amazing leader, Melissa Perdeau. She's always leading her team by example. She's in the top. We have the amazing Carrie Cotis. Again, all these are almost tied, ladies and gentlemen, from 1 to 5. 1 customer separates from 1 through 5. We have the amazing Carrie Cotis. We have someone that's doing an amazing job working with Melissa. We have Donna Starkey. You know, she's just crushing it. She's doing an amazing job. And Zachary Kidder, she's in the top 10. We have Cassandra Turner, who's just come back to the Happy Co. and just fired up, and she's doing an incredible job. And we have Lisa Boynton Stickley, that's also on the top of the leaderboard each and every month, ladies and gentlemen, and give them a round of applause. They're representing, leading from the front. And again, the numbers are off the charts because again, we're only the 12th of the month. And I'm like, everyone's on pace this month. If they keep this pace up for the top 5, they're each on pace to have 25 to 30 customers in the month of June here. So that's definitely a great way to start your month here with our Happy Co business. And now what I like to do, I like to go to enrolled brand partners. And again, amazing Carrie Cotis, leading by example, Carrie Cotis #1. We have Laura Richardson, #2. We have, again, amazing Lisa Boynton Stickley, #3. We have the amazing Miss Melissa Perdeau, #4. We have Melanie Bordex, #5. Sue Miller, 6th. We have Ian Prater, 7th. We have Jessica Dolan, 8th. We have Maggie Williams Polish, #9. And we have the amazing Julie Collier at 10th place for enrolling brand partners. And again, on fire, ladies and gentlemen. Again, we're just the 12th and people are really ramping it up for the summer months because again, what you do over the next 3 months is going to set you up for the remainder of 2023. Why most people are enjoying the summer months, if you work through the summer months and bring on new customers and new brand partners, you'll be able to parlay that momentum into the end of this year, and you'll have an amazing close out the year of 2023 and go into 2024 with lots of momentum. And hey, Erica, what's happening? Erica, I couldn't do what I do without you. Love you, Erica. Erica, give her some love, ladies and gentlemen. I couldn't put on these Zooms without Erica Jordan. I see her in the chat. I just want to give Erica lots of love because she's a team player. So good to see you, Erica. And what I like to do now, without any further ado, I'm going to announce our amazing guest. And what I love about this industry and what I love about our company, we have so many amazing leaders in the company, but many of them you never hear from. They're serving their customers and serving their team members. They're servant, humble leaders. And, you know, I notice a lot. Sometimes people may think, as Brian, I'm looking at everyone's organization, okay? And I see that Lori is someone that I said at the beginning of the Zoom, if I had to look up the word consistency in the dictionary, Lori's picture is there because she is so consistent, ladies and gentlemen. You know, I looked at her sales over the last 5 months, and they're growing. And in the month of May, we can agree we had a few challenges, right? We had a little bit of adversity, right? I mean, come on, we had a little bit of adversity. Can everyone say we had a little bit of adversity, right? Okay, all right. But what I love about during the month of May, she had one of her best months within the last 6 months. Let me say that again. During the month of May, she had one of her best months within her last 6 months of business. So she had growth in the month of May. And so what I like to do is, Lori, please share with everyone. I know you're up there in North Seattle, Washington. It's my honor to have you share with everyone on the team this evening. Share with everyone, Lori, a little bit about yourself and what brought you to the Happy Co, and why did you actually join this incredible industry of network marketing?
Well, thank you, Ryan. Oh my gosh, I'm just blushing from your introduction. You're amazing. You are amazing. So thank you, first of all. But yeah, I have been in network marketing for about 12 years now. And I was in a different business with Candy McAfee for 6 years. And then we transitioned over to here. And now it's been almost 5 years. And the reason why I am in network marketing is I'm a real estate appraiser. And if anybody knows real estate, it naturally will always go up and down. And so I wanted to have a backup income. And also to, so being a real estate appraiser, I already work from home. So I'm able to flex my hours already around my family's sports. And I have 5 adult kids now, but through the last 12 years, a lot of baseball games I go to. And I wanted to be able to have something that I could always fall back on, and that I can do around anything, around my time, around my family's time, because to me, families is most important. And so at first I used my business as something to provide extras for them, something to provide extra for my kids. So for select sports, for paying my husband's car off early, for family vacations. When you have that many kids, even as adults, they're so expensive. I have 3 beautiful grandbabies. And so spoiling them was something that I have done for a long time. But 15 months ago, my life changed. And then I actually ended up using it as my backup. The reason why I originally joined network marketing, they discovered I thought I was having a heart attack, went to the hospital, and my heart was fine, but they discovered a brain tumor. I fondly called Wally because it was the size of a walnut. And so they put me in an ambulance to downtown Seattle. And I was in the hospital for 3 days before the swelling went down enough for surgery. And during that time, I realized, I again work contract to contract, and my livelihood is gone now. My husband has a very good job, but we're a 2-income family, and that part actually stressed me out more than whether I was going to make it, because I the Lord is good. And I knew if it was his will for me to make it, he would help me make it strong so I could continue to live his purpose. And so that part was no problem. And I mean, seriously, my belief was not worried about that. But I was starting to worry about the income, and I'm laying there in the hospital bed and I get this ding. I don't know if you remember when we used to get that ding, you've been paid. And I was like, whoa, you know what? I do have income. What, silly me? I have income, and I have income that I can do from this hospital bed and anywhere, regardless of how long I'm laid up. And so my mindset, huge amount of mindset switched into, okay, now I'm going to rely on my backup income. And I have looked at this business differently ever since. It's helped me pay for my own products, which of course my neurosurgeon did approve the dose. Want you to know, the only day I didn't take it was surgery. That day, seriously, I go, I have to have this. It's keeping me calm. He's like, okay. But anyway, has been able to, pay my mortgage and my products. And that is something that I wouldn't have had a very good year this year had it not been for this company and the opportunity it has provided for me.
Wow. And just having a tumor and having brain surgery alone would have been so much for the majority of people. It would have knocked them out. And I want to congratulate you for putting your trust in the Lord and pushing through. And truly, you've become a blessing to so many, many other people because of your strength. And I want to congratulate you for that. And wow, it's when you shared that, it really just reminds me of what we have our hands on.
Mm-hmm.
That sometimes it's not it's when you really need it. You don't know when you're going to have to draw from upon it, but when you really need it, sometimes we're recognize what we truly have our hands on. So thank you for sharing that, Lori. And share with me, Lori, you are truly consistent. And do you mind sharing with everyone, what are you doing? I mean, take a moment each and every day from the moment you wake up to how many hours you spend in your business. What are you doing each and every day in your business I know you work with an amazing leader, Candy McAfee and Carrie, and you have an incredible team that you meet each day on a Zoom. And so you have amazing leadership, but just having amazing leadership isn't enough because you have to do the work. So you have great leaders, but if you're not doing the work, it's not going to work. Mm-hmm. And so share with me, what are you doing each and every day from the moment you wake up in your Happy Co business, please? Because I believe everyone could be able to receive some value from your leadership and your daily method of operation, please.
Well, thank you. Every day when I wake up, I have some me time. Like I shared with you, I have 5 adult kids, but 4 of them still live at home. So I have a crazy household, and my morning is my me time. And I spend my first 15 to 30 minutes of drinking my dose. I have my dose. I get my little cup of daybreak coffee. That's my fave. And I sit there for 15 to 30 minutes and really focus on the Lord and getting my mindset right for the day. Okay. Because if you start the day off wrong, then, throw in the towel the rest of the day. Right. So it's just, I start the day. That's the way I start the day, is focusing with the Lord. And then the next 15 to 30 minutes, I spend doing those daily method of operations that are not income producing, but so my little checklist to get them out of the way. So, I make my post on my my Facebook and my Instagram, and I do a reel, and I, say my happy birthdays, and I check in with people, and I do the task oriented things. Okay. And so I have my checklist, and you can find an amazing checklist in our back office. If you're looking for ideas, we have a daily method of operation. And what I recommend doing is finding which of those work for you. those, get that checklist out and see, okay, start doing these 5 things and see if they work for you. After 90 days, if it isn't income producing, then change it up. I mean, there's plenty back there to go for. That's what I recommend doing. And then at 6 a.m. Here in the Pacific Northwest, we have a coffee talk with our team, and that is Candy McCaffrey, Carrie Codis, and our amazing team. And so then we spend an hour brainstorming on what happened yesterday, any good ideas, what can we do to get our business going, what kind of obstacles customers have brought up that we brainstorm with each other, we support each other. Oh my gosh, I am telling you, we've had our coffee talk for over 3 years like that. That's the way I start my day. And I mean, I did it from the hospital bed, and we pray together. We laugh and we cry together, and we brainstorm, and you surround yourself by positive people, and you will be a positive person. You will be successful. And so that is an amazing part of my day. Again, not income producing, but it gets you in the right mindset, right? And we open that up to our team. And if you don't do that with your team, I recommend it, because it is amazing. We also have an amazing potential customer and customer Facebook group that we do for our team. And I spend a lot of time adding people to that because that is how we share each other's testimonies. Our customers share their testimonies. We share about, different, like we were just brainstorming today, we need to talk about the referral program more because it's amazing, and, things like that, so that our customers are aware. So I do that. And then last month in particular, another thing I do is not just surround yourself by positive people, but you're never done educating yourself. Always learn from the best. And so I spend a good amount of time, learning from the people like Brian Fryer, and currently I'm working with Jessie Lee, and I've done the Marina Worry and the Badass Women with her, and you're never done learning. And what I've learned the most from that is that you need to know yourself, and you need to take from what you learn from them and plug yourself into it. Because if you're a robot and you do exactly copy and paste exactly what somebody else does, then you lose your own voice, and it's not authentic, and people can see right through it. So I'm not a salesperson. I'm just myself. I share my story. I share me, my own goofy self, and that's important, because you need to build relationships. That's how you're successful in this business. And one thing Jessie Lee focused with last month that really helped me, especially with being out of products and those types of bumps in the road that we had last month, is our society is brainwashed to always have somebody ask you for extras. So, you go, if you've ever worked in a fast food or go through a fast food, they always say, would you like fries for that? With that, would you, what kind of drink do you want with that? Would you want to make that a meal? We're asked that all the time. So it's a norm. So you don't have to feel salesy if you ask people. So I just, check with people and say, when you're following up, which I have an amazing follow-up program that I use from Carrie Codis. And when you're following up with your current customers, if they're, if we're out of something, it's like, well, let's try a different flavor. Let's try a different flavor. How about that? And by the way, would you like some better sleep with that as well? And would you, and I know that you're my age and we're feeling our joints a little bit. How would you like to add some collagen to get your joints moving better, and your hair starting to grow back like mine? It's kind of like asking, would you like some fries with that? Would you like some better sleep with that? I mean, we all function better that way. And so how I did last year, last month, I didn't have any more customers. My customers had some fries with that. Let me put it that way. They added on to what they're purchasing. And not just my customers. One thing that I have as well, because I've been with the Happy Co for almost 5 years. And so I have a good steady partners that are wholesale partners. Okay. They don't want to build a business, and they just wanted to get the wholesale price, and they're loyal wholesale partners. So they're on SmartShip and they are steady Medi. And why for 5 years are they still steady Medi? Because our products are amazing, and because I follow up with them every month. I touch base with them. How's that working for you? Oh my gosh, we have this new product. You got to try it. How's it? And they are like a glorified customer, yes, because they're not into the business part, but that's okay. You need to have a foundation, and they are my steady foundation to my business, because they are the most amazing customers in the world, and they love the products. And so I always make sure I introduce them to the new products. I make sure they're getting all their questions answered. If their steady Medi product has been on back order, we problem solve with what they can have instead. It's order daybreak, and I'll send you some of my old nitro and you can mix them, or whatever. It's just whatever it takes to help them make it through. Or you know what? The weather's finally nice outside. Switch to perks for a month. We have tropical twist and it's amazing. So it's just a matter of mindset and helping people solve the problem, instead of saying, oh, you're right, it's a problem, it's a drag, oh my gosh, what are we gonna do? It's like, no, you know what? I know you have a tub of nitro that you haven't used for a while. Pull it out. Let's utilize it. It's still good. So it's just a matter of keeping them on the product, keeping them educated, communicating. This is a relationship built business. And so that's what it's about.
Wow. And you know what I love about what you shared there? Your method daily, give her some love, ladies and gentlemen. She's dropping nuggets on this chat that these are multi-million-dollar nuggets, because what she's saying is, it's simple, that everyone can do it. And that's the beauty of our business. She's not saying anything this evening that everyone on this Zoom can't do. And that's the beauty of this business. It's so simple. It's just getting a small group of people to be doing some simple activities day in and day out. And I love what you shared there, Lori, mindset. And you're not focusing on the problem. You're spending your energy focusing on solutions and sharing those solutions with your wholesale brand partners and your customers. And this is important because I showed a chart here. And now I can see why you're consistently month in and month out achieving your rank runner bonus, because you're saying they're wholesale, but it's more than wholesale. Those wholesale brand partners that love the products that you're investing your energy and time and love into so that they can receive the results, that's helping you have a solid income and a solid base that you mentioned to me today. What's your next goal you share with me today, Lori? Where we're going?
Platinum.
All right, platinum. And see, what I love about what you said there, because you have the foundation every month now that you're qualifying at gold, above gold. You're only a few thousand away from platinum. But now as you add more momentum and connect with a few more customers and a few more brand partners, you're going to be platinum, I guarantee you, before the summer's out, if you continue with the activity that you have right now in your business. So congratulations. I want to ask you one more thing, Lori. If you could give anyone on this Zoom, because you dropped tons of nuggets. I mean, I'm sitting here writing down all these notes here. What would you share that's helped you have the strength, the consistency, the courage, and the mindset to continue working your business, now going on 5 years, and still having that positive mindset that you're still climbing the stairs in your business to go to the next level, which you shared with me today as platinum? What would you share with anyone and everyone that's on the Zoom this evening, please?
Two things. Number one, this might sound like a cliche, but I'll explain what I mean. Be a product of the products, but not just that. Okay, that's a cliche. But take your products consistently every day. I started taking the perks consistently at the end of December, and I've lost 39 pounds so far. Consistently. You not just try it here or there, say, yeah, I take the products. Make them part of your life, because when they're part of your life, you talk about it. You talk about it, and that's how you get customers, and that's how you grow your business. So not just be a product of the product, live it. bring it with you wherever you go. Do it in front of people. Meet people for coffee and order a hot water and make up your happy coffee in front of them. I got an extra if you'd like to try it too. I mean, live it in front of people. Don't be embarrassed. Just have the courage to just live what you the products, and that makes a huge difference. And second of all, give the glory to God, because he connected us. He actually, inspired this company to exist. And, people that pray together do strong things. So I honestly give the glory to God and just say, if you don't have faith, have a talk with Jesus. You just got to talk to him like anybody else, and he's right there with you, and whether you knew it or not. So I just have to say a strong faith is something that really helps you push through. Anybody can do this, anybody. But you got to want it. When it became a necessity for me, that's because now it is part of my major income. I mean, the market's still down. What happened after my brain surgery is interest rates went up. So not only was I out of work for brain surgery, when I came out of it, the interest rates dropped, and then there was no appraisal work. And so it's like, whoa, it's happy co, here we go. And so when you rely on something as your income, then you have a stronger passion and need and desire. So find what that is. What is it for you? Now this year I want to have my mortgage paid off by 2024. That is my why. And so I need to build back up a savings, because after a year of not having my other traditional job, it's depleted, but I'm still going strong. And so when you have a strong why, when you have a strong focus, dig for it, find it, because that's really important. And I just want to say one other thing, that Taylor's in my head. Sometimes he is in my head saying, just one more. Just one more. I'll never forget that training he did. And I don't know why it really clicked with me that day, but anytime I'm like, oh yeah, I got a customer, oh yeah. And then I always think, and just one more, because that's so always when you're about ready to end your day of your working. I start my day out that way. I do my things at noon. I do them out at the ball field. I'm always following up with my my income producing activities, or after my morning stuff. They're all day long. I'm talking to people. It's communication. It's relationship building. That's how you build your business. And when you just think you're done, or when you're on a high because you got somebody, just one more. And that's how I'm building slowly but surely, Brian, slowly but surely. I don't end up my month until I have one more. Like, it has to be at least $1 more than last month, at least one more customer than last month, at least one more retail dollar than last month. Those are important to me. And if you're growing even just by $1 or just by a customer, you're growing. And if you do that every month, and so I beat myself. You got to beat yourself each month, and then you'll grow.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, give her all the love that she deserves in the chat. Please give her lots of love, because what she shared with us this evening were golden nuggets. And you're right, Taylor is an amazing leader. He does some amazing trainings. And it's like you said, just one more, because some people will just quit when they get that one customer. But if you're always looking for just one more, you'll always be able your business to continually grow. And you said, even if it's $1 each and every month, you're still growing. And you said something else that I want to, it hit me like a ton of bricks. My mentor said many years ago, leaders are learners, Brian. Leaders are learners. And Lori, I want to thank you for sharing your wisdom. I can see why you succeed in the business. It is having a mindset of being grateful. And I know you're a godly woman, and that really resonates with me. The Lord, I can do all things through the Lord. And, when you have, that's called faith. Everything the Lord will take care of. He beats all of his children. So appreciate you for being with us this evening, and appreciate you sharing. And I want to end the Zoom by sharing something with everyone this evening. There's a difference of being a leader and a follower. I can see, Lori, you're a leader. You're the captain of your ship. Of course, you lean on your uplines for the support. You have an incredible community, but you're a leader. And I learned many years ago, when you make a decision to follow your life's purpose, it really becomes, as you said your why. It's like a personal event.
Mhm.
In fact, although it can be a quiet, private decision, because we all have our own goals, right? So they're really quiet, private decisions. The impact that will have on your life, and not only your life, but your team members' life and your customers' life, it's really an amazing event. Because when you follow your heart in your journey towards your own personal dreams, you take an extra responsibility, not only for yourself, but for your team members and your family. I know you've mentioned that you think about giving your grandkids and your children, and you paid off your husband's truck. So it's not just about you. It's about what you can provide for the people that you love. And what I've learned, people see how you change and grow and develop that spiritual side of yourself, and will be directly affected by it. And that's your team members and your customers. They see you, they feel you. They too have the potential to become more loving, more open, more peaceful people, and they will learn from you and your peacefulness and your strength and your consistency. Being a leader is a huge responsibility. It's huge. Many people don't want to take it on their shoulders. They say, oh, I'm not a leader. No, each and every one of you on the Zoom this evening, you're a leader, and you have the ability to impact someone's life. I want to say it again. Put it in the chat. I am a leader. Please, I want to see it. Put it in the chat. I am a leader. You're all the leaders. Don't be a follower. Be a leader. Raise your standards. Raise your standards. And so I want to thank all of you for being here this evening. I want to thank you, Lori, for being the amazing spirit that you are. And I want to leave everyone with this nugget. This is just a nugget for me before we close out this Zoom. Many years ago, and I'm aging myself, I went to a meeting, and I'll never forget it. This was in Orlando, and I'm from California. And one of my friends was in another company, and we hadn't seen one another a year. So he invited me out to Orlando because they had a consultant for our industry that was going to be sharing. So I saw this as an opportunity to see a good friend of mine that I love and care for dearly, and also go to a training. And there was a lady who flew in. At that training, she shared tons of information. And I have this, I showed you my notebook before, and I use this daily. She was talking about what she called the magic statement. Let me say that again. This hit me like a ton of bricks. She was training on what she called the magic statement. In other words, this is what she said to prospects to put them at ease before she went into her presentation about the business or the products. So she said this statement to put people at ease. You may or may not have a personal interest in what I'm doing, but I'm hoping you can lead me to just the right person. I'm looking for referrals. That was the magic statement. And I use this to this day, because what it does, it puts people at ease. It's easy to do, and it works. So going forward, whenever you talk to your customers or prospects, before you get too deep in your conversation with them about our products or our incredible opportunity, use the magic statement sometime, because what it does, it breaks down the sales barriers and should result in more sales and more referrals. It's worked well for me for over 32 years, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm sure it can do wonders for you and your business. So appreciate each and every one of you. Love our community. Everyone have a great night and have an incredible week. Appreciate everyone. Good night, everyone.